I had a book that I wrote everything I want to do in that book.
They say curiosity kills the cat, and I am extremely curious to know what Shericka Jackson wrote in her secret book. Yes, man, is the 200-meter world record in that book, Shericka Jackson? You know what? Let's jet into this story. Welcome to Jet. So first and foremost, before we get into this topic in a Yemen, so you can have a full understanding of what this story is about, give thanks and praise to the creator of the universe, Father Yahuwah, and to his son Yahushua HaMashiach. Yes, man, we must give thanks and praise for life. So this is Shericka Jackson running the 100-meter and won it convincingly. And I will reveal later on what she said about running the 100-meter. But before we get to what Shericka Jackson actually wrote in her secret book, yes man, a little pocket book, the things that she wrote that she'd like to achieve and so on, it is important to highlight some of the things to which I believe she also wrote in her little secret book. It is important to know these revelations about Shericka Jackson. Watch this.
Firstly, when I was at primary school, I was very slow. I have never won anything or come in top 3 before.
Very slow, Shericka Jackson. I find that one hard to believe and hard to sup. Yes, man, because how can an athlete who is the fastest 200-meter sprinter alive at this present moment was very slow when she was running at primary school? Traditionally, most athletes will have special talent even at that young, tender age of primary school. I remember, in an interview, Stephen Francis said that if some people are within the, say, 11.5 or so, it may be a struggle to get them to break the 11-second barrier. This is the 100-meter now, and bring them under the 11-second barrier like, say, 10.9 or, say, 10.8. But for someone who said that they were very slow to be running 21.45 over 200 meter, that is epic. Speaking to Yendi and Odessi, you can check out the full interview on YouTube. Yes, man. So before I reveal what Shericka Jackson wrote in her secret book, I just want to reveal a few little more so you can get a full understanding of how the story unfolds. So, Shericka Jackson, are you cut out to be an athlete? Where you are and was there something that special happened? You say you were slow. What else did you not like within the field of athletics?
Because I don't like training. I will train, but I don't like it.
So it's all unraveling now. Shericka Jackson said that she was slow and she doesn't like training. She will train, but she doesn't like it. Shericka Jackson, what else don't you not like in athletics?
I don't like sprinting. I will sprint, but I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, it's so difficult. I tell people every day I give sprinters a lot of credit, because whenever I sprint, I feel so much pain.
So the sprint make you feel a lot of pain. You know what they say, Shericka Jackson? No pain, no gain. And that's part of the game. Hats off to those 100-meter sprinters, man. Yes, man. It is a tough game. But Shericka Jackson, I know sprinting becomes a mental challenge for you because you come from the 400-meter to the 200-meter and then the 100-meter. How did you unravel? How did you condition your mind and prepare yourself for that transition?
No, I was going to therapy, but it was like more focusing on things that I wanted, the small aspect of the quarter. So whenever I heard that I was going to sprint, I had to try to shuffle up everything in my head.
Okay, Shericka Jackson, so from you were slow to you don't like to run the 100-meter, and you seek therapy to kind of sort out your mental state, and you used to run the 400, now the 200 and the 100. I'm so curious to know what you wrote into that book. Come on, Shericka Jackson, please tell us, what did you write into that book?
I had a book that I wrote everything I want to do in that book, right? So one of them was to stay injury free.
Injury for an athlete is a big thing. It can set you back, it can slow you down, it can even ruin your career. As I revealed in my previous video on your screen now about Shericka Jackson's saga, Shericka Jackson almost give up. Yes, man, quit, throw in the towels, because she has been injured and she felt that there is no point in continuing anymore. But Shericka Jackson, my subscribers now anxiously want to know, what else did you write into that secret book? Here it comes, and listen very keenly.
Every time I look back in my book of the stuff I wrote that I wanted to achieve in the 200,
That's there.
it's still there.
A very emotional moment for Shericka Jackson. She was referring to when she didn't run through the line and she didn't make the final in the Olympics, and she lost out of a chance to run the 200 meter. But look at this statement that she's making at the World Championships 2022. She ran the fastest time by any living person in the world. Well done to Shericka Jackson. This is what it feels like to come back from disappointments. This is what it feels like to show that you're a true champion. And this is what it feels like to show that no one can beat you, and they will have to fight really hard if they will ever beat you again. Yes, man, well done to Shericka Jackson, man. A true strength of a champion, a true ambassador and icon for the sport. She has done so well for herself and for her country. Do you believe that the setback that happens at the Olympic motivated Shericka Jackson to run this fast time? I believe that this is one thing that she wrote in her secret book. I also believe that the world record is also written in that secret book. But why do I call it her secret book? Prior to winning the 200 meter at the World Championships, running the fastest ever 200 meter race by any living person, Yendi pushed her to try and find out what was the plans for the future, and this was about a year before the World Championships of 2022, and she refused to let Yendi know what the plans were. Instead, she said she was going to write it to her. Yes, man, she not tell you, so there is more to come.
Your biggest dream and goal for yourself.
Do I have to tell you?
You have a choice.
No.
You can't say no. You can't say nothing. You have to tell me. It's just me and you here. Forget them.
But they will hear.
What is it?
I'll write it to you.
But what do you think? What else do you think is written in that secret book? Yes, man, just drop your comments, man, and let's have a debate about this, man. For those of you who've forgotten to subscribe, please remember to touch the like button, smash the subscribe button, touch the bell, so when I drop a new video, you get notified. And remember to share with friends and family. So, we're gonna jet off,